Hello valued viewers, time for a recap of last week's sales, followed by what's going out from sales over the weekend. Okay, and then what's going on for the rest of the week. So we'll crack straight into it with some pictures of what I saw last week if I don't have it here to show you. So TP-Link, this was a power line extender, no, a Wi-Fi extender, this one. Wi-Fi extender, TP-Link, $15.95, cost me a fiver, and that included postage. Most of the prices I'm charging here include postage. I'm quoting you the prices. They don't all include the postage when I sell them. Sony BDP S111 1100 Blu-ray player and USB with an issue. It had a button not working. So instead of being £35, I put it up for £23 with no promotions, no offers, and somebody bid and bought it and paid £27.20. So yeah, it was fine, except that the eject button on the actual unit, most people use the remote anyway, the eject button wasn't working. Right, next, just scroll the screen down. I've got the laptop just below where you can't see it. Roberts radio alarm clock, new in the box, or at least it was used, but it was in its new packaging and in the box, and there was no marks on it. $17.99 free post. Scrabble, magnetic Scrabble. I bought 2 letters in to make it up, so it cost £3 in total. It was £1 for the item, £2 for the 2 letters delivered, and it sold for $19.95 delivered. So it's $19.95 minus the fees, minus the postage, minus the £3. I still made plenty of money on it, really, for what it cost and what it was. And same goes for this battery. This was from Easter weekend. It came with a video camera that didn't work. So, you know, $13.99 plus postage on top. And then it went internationally as well, so who knows. But I do know that I made roughly £10 minus fees. Sorry, £11 minus fees, because it's $13.99. The video recorder cost me £3, and obviously it had other things in with it, like a tape, a second battery that didn't charge up, and I think it had a charger, I'm not sure. I would know that it charged up though, so it probably does have a charger. Thunderbirds PS2 game for $5.95 free post, so £4 before after postage, £3 after fees, or maybe £2.80 after fees, but it probably only cost me 40p. So here's one. Lego, you saw me pick this up a couple of weeks ago. Lego Star Wars Advanced Prototype, new and sealed in the box. I said to you I was hoping for 100 quid. I got 95 plus postage, so 105, so it was over 100. And yeah, pleased with that. Very easy sale, took about a week, had 450 views and about 30 people watching it. It was obviously going to go for near the top mark price, and I was happy with what I got. I think other people have managed to get 125, but you know, 95 from a £7 bought purchase, I'm happy with that. And of course, it was only half a dozen photographs. Lockout Blu-ray, brand new and sealed, £3.19. There's the other end, where you make 42p after fees. Yeah, probably less than that actually. High-Tech Power Corp power supply. Now this is a power supply that I had with a Zebra printer. Well, it was actually so old, the Zebra printer, it wasn't even called a Zebra at the time. It was called Eltron. It was an Eltron printer, which became Zebra, which became something else. I'm not sure what they're called now. But anyway, there you go. $19.95 plus postage, £24.15. So yeah, pleased with that. Considering the actual system, the printer and the like I say, it's like over 10 years since I bought one. I think it cost me £20 at the time with the charger and delivery. VHS head cleaner, brand new and sealed, £5.49 plus postage, £9.69. Yeah, more to be said really. It was just Power Plus, sort of non-brand brand, you know what I mean? Also, a CA100 battery charger for a Canon video camcorder. The camcorder, I will have bought it probably 2 years ago, and I'm sure it didn't work, otherwise it would still be in my stock, or I'd have sold it. I'd have sold it with the with the power charger. So the fact is, I've got the charger, means the camcorder probably didn't work. Maybe I sold it off for spares, who knows. What I do know is I got £11 plus postage for that. Very pleased with that. Jessup's 256 compact flash megabyte, that is 256 megabyte compact flash. That one's taken a while to sell, surprisingly, and I brought the price right down from about £9 to, oh no, wait a minute, the other one took a while to sell and I got £4.70 for it. Yeah, this one's actually only taken a few days. Yeah, not a month, it's taken a month. Yeah, it's taken a month. I've got it written down as in my SKU, of course. It says 22/04/19 and it was sold on the 18th of May. There you go. It says 22/04. That can't be right. I've reused the SKU. So I got £2.99 plus postage of £2.20. So £5.19. It's not too bad. It came in a bundle of memory cards that I recently bought, I think, that one. And I'm happy with that money, really am. The bundle, I think it was £51, and I got about, I think there was about 28 cards or something like that. Various types, and I'll be selling them off in multi-listings and in single listings. I've got another one later on in the video. David Walliams. This is just an audio book I picked up at the local charity shop. I think I paid £5 for it. It's gone for 12. I had originally got it up for 15, but there wasn't any sniffs. There wasn't interest. 12 plus postage, I might add. It was 15 plus postage before. 16.19. So it's not too bad, really. Right, now we're coming on to stuff that's in here, right in front of me, that you can actually see in physical situation. So, Brother TZE tape. This is the one for the bigger machines. It's a big square tape, not the little round ones. £9.99 free post. I did this on a buy it now. I bought this last week for £1 and it's sold for £10, so there's a £5 profit in it. It'll go as a large letter, you see. That's why there's a £5 profit in it. Corningware. This is from either a week or 2 weeks ago. Nicely bubble wrapped. I will also wrap it in cardboard, probably some wallpaper, and obviously in a box, a nice strong box. £14.99 plus £4.20 postage, because it's thin, you see. If I put the lid in the right way around, it's too thick for the thing once you've wrapped it, but this way around it's fine. It does need a bit more packaging there. I can feel the actual Corningware handle, whereas on this side I can't. So that's £19.19 from a £1 investment. It's not bad, really. I've got another one just like that I've got to put through the dishwasher and list. That cost me £1 last week as well. Next we are looking at this one, BT Vintage Bell Set. It won't rattle because I've wedged the ringer so that it won't rattle in the post. I did that when I photographed it and then wrapped it at the time. So this is, I'll show a picture of it anyway. Brand new, never been used. 1980s, or yeah, 88 January. It's got a date on the back. They always stamped a date on them, the BT. at the time. GPO, BT, whatever you want to call them. Anyway, that's what that is. And again, I will show you the box, but here's a picture of what this is. This is the vintage Dymo from a couple of weeks ago. It has the embossed style. There you go. I think that's focus, is it? I might take that off before I post it. So yeah, this is picture there. A Dymo label maker with some tapes. £19 plus postage. £23.20, which is it's a record for these in the last year. So that's nice. Owl wireless electricity monitor. I showed you this last week. I said it would go for less than I've previously got, and they've been reducing and reducing again now that people aren't so concerned about the electricity price. They'll probably start going up again when they realise that the government's going to stop subsidising the electricity price soon, within the next 3 months I think, and everybody will be shocked again how much the price is. Well, they say that the reason they're not subsidising anymore is because the price is going down. When you ever known anything to go down? Maybe the speed of increase has gone down, but I don't think the price will just drop all of a sudden, personally. Anyway, £42.20, it's £42.19. It was £37.99 plus postage, £42.19. I've had up to £60 for these before, but 42, that's okay. It cost me £2, so you know, a good 30 odd pound profit on that after fees, delivery, and everything. This is nice if you're into that sort of thing. It's, you know, long time since I was young enough to worry about that. Look at this guy and this girl, nice young people, couple with a baby, strap the baby to the front of them, wander around the street. Yeah, cost me £3, sold for 20, £24.20 including postage. It's only thin. Nothing more to be said about that, except that it was a while before I actually listed it because I had to launder it, and I just kept putting it off, and eventually, because it's got all these big plastic buckles, I just put it through the wash on its own and it worked fine. So hung it out to dry for a couple of days. It did it needed a lot of airing because obviously it's got padding in. So anyway, it did it. Right, second one of these. But this is one that I bought 3 months ago. It's exactly the same as the other one. I listed it for £10 delivery. It hadn't sold. I listed it for £8.99 delivery. It hadn't sold. Put it on auction. £4. Actually, I think I had three bids on it. It started at £1.99. Yeah, £1.99 with postage, £2.20. It's gone for £4 plus postage, £2.20. So £6.20 in total. I get my money back and maybe another £1 or so, that's all. A Panasonic charger for a phone. This is one of the ones I picked up in the video that I showed you of Hull about a month ago or so, and yeah, I got 4 for £1 plus the phone system. The phones weren't working very well, and one of them was a bit rough. But this is the third out of 4 that I've sold for £7.95 delivered. So that's like, after fees and everything, a £4 profit. And delivery. Fees and delivery off that leaves me £4, roughly. Right, that's everything that sold last week. There is actually something else that sold last week, but it wasn't paid for. They've paid for it today, and I'll show you that in a minute. But what happens is, instead of it being in last week's orders, it's now being treated as a buy it now. Because that's what happens when you auction something and they don't pay. It gets put in as paid as a buy it now the day they do pay. So that's fine. So that was £460.87. I'll put the number up there. And that was 21 items. It would have been 22, and it would have been an extra X. I'll tell you about that in a bit. So it would have been nearer like 500, but never mind. One of those things, isn't it? No, actually nearer 491, I think. Yeah. But that's all right. 460. It's okay. It's not ideal. Ideal would be another third as much again on top. I think it's just because I'm not listing enough still. I've got to list more every day. I have actually started listing more smaller items, but also doing, scheduling them for the day ahead, or the 2 days ahead, so that I always have something finishing or starting rather. Well, I suppose finishing as well, but in a month's time. Starting like midday, a couple of hours later, a couple of hours later than that, so that it's staggered, but it's also encouraging people to come and see what I've got new, that people who've bought before. Right, that's not bad. I'm carrying on with what's going out today and going into next week's now. So where's that thing gone? Ah, yeah. Next was another memory card, but a different type. A 2 gig SD card. There you go. Can you see that? Is it focused? It's not focused, is it? I'll put it next to me like that. 2 gig SD. Not a fast one. The very type that you can use for Wi-Fi, for homebrew for Wii, which is what I put in the title. And it lasted about a couple of hours. £4.69 delivered. So, yeah. Don't neglect the little the little cards. They're cherry picked all the time for things like Wii's old cameras, and somebody who doesn't want to use a 32 gig card and pay the money for them new, they can buy one of these, can't they? So £2. Sorry, £2. This was in the bundle of cards I got for £51, and this will have cost me I don't know, piece by piece they were less than £2 each, but this one wouldn't have been part of the value of the same value of some of the bigger cards. So I will say a pound, and there's a 60 odd pence postage, 80 odd pence now, is it? 80 odd pence postage because it's thin. The fees are going to be under £1, so that probably leaves me a £2 profit on that alone. It's daft, isn't it? Next, I showed you this last week. It didn't look like this, it looks like that. There you go. It is a Wi-Fi disc by BT with with a power supply. And I said to you, one of the feet was missing. And I said, oh, I don't really want it, to the woman, and she let me buy it for 50 pence. Because I was just thinking about selling the power supply. And it turns out, power supply, I would have been able to buy it, sell it on its own. But the disc, somebody had just sold one with no feet. And it does have a hole to hang it on the wall. So, that's what I sold it as. No feet. Took the other foot off, so there was not just one foot, there was no feet. And I basically copied the other guy's listing and sold it as a Wi-Fi disc extender with no feet. And that went for £34.20 including postage. So I was very happy with that. And it just looks like that. Don't overlook those. Next, another memory card. I know, but let's face it, I had all these memory cards. What are you going to do except list them? So a Nikon. There you go. Is that going? I'll go like that, and it'll pick it up eventually. A Nikon 16 megabyte. 16 megabyte. That's like 4 high-res pictures these days, isn't it? Memory card from 1999, so it's vintage. So I put it was rare and vintage in the title, and it sold for £5.99 in about a couple of hours. All these went up. Well, they sold yesterday. So yesterday. Yeah. I didn't go to the car boots yesterday. I said I wasn't going to. And I didn't go selling because I actually had more stuff to do with clearing rather than selling junk. In fact, the car is full of stuff to take to the tip after I've done me wrapping. I'll be wrapping, taking it to the post office, and then clearing the car to the tip. There's an awful lot of it, and a lot of it's very heavy. There's metal stuff. Eventually I'm going to get rid of my filing cabinets as well. I've got 3 filing cabinets down there, and they get stuck, or there's stuff at the bottom and you can't open them. These metal filing cabinets they're a liability, so I'm going to get rid of those. Although they do keep stuff well protected if it leaks or something like that. I haven't had any trouble since I did my roof in glass reinforced fiberglass. GRP, glass reinforced plastic they call it, don't they? Fiberglass. Yeah, I did the roof about 5 years ago. Lots of timber, that OSB board and fiberglass over the top of it. Proper design, did it properly, and it hadn't leaked more than a few drops here and there. You know, every summer I go up and I've marked where underneath where it's got a bit damp. There's a bit damp just above us here, and it just sweeps into the OSB so you can see it, and you can go up and just patch it up. I've done that every summer at least once since I did it, and it hasn't leaked except for the odd drop here and there since I put it up, and it's great. Cost me a lot less than getting it done or getting it felted or tarred or anything like that. I'm waffling. Right, next thing. Spoons. This is is it the 4th set of items I've sold? No, it's the 5th. No, it's the 4th. A single set, then somebody bought 2 sets at once, and then I've sold 6 dessert spoons from the same set, fine as mosaic, and I got £15, £14.99 plus postage on top, £19.19. They just go in an old box, thin one like that, bit of bubble wrap around them, and away they go. So that's £1 into 19.19, sorry. Next, this is the thing that was on auction and didn't get paid for. It was sold, but they didn't pay for it, and now they have, so it's been pushed into this week's sales rather than last week's. So this is a Cumana floppy disk drive with a parallel port, and it's pass through. So if you plug that into your computer, your Commodore, I'm not sure about the 64, but it had Amiga floppies with it and Amiga software. They weren't worth selling. They were just rubbish. I mean, I don't know what they were, but I mean, the disc looked rubbish. I couldn't find it anywhere, so I just chucked it. It's got a parallel port on the back of there as well. So what happens is you plug this into your computer, your Amiga, and then you can plug your printer in there so that it passes through. Anyway, these are in high demand. I didn't know. Cost me £1 7 or 8 months ago, maybe a year ago. Never got round to listing it. Saw that they were going for good money. Cleaned it up. Put it on auction at 99p. It sold for £25 plus postage. £29.20. Spares and repair, that is. So, not working. £29.20. For a floppy disk drive, not working. With all the marks down the sides. Still, somebody will value that greatly, I'm sure. And the last thing that's going out today is picture there. Got it? And then I'll show you that, because that's what it says on it. Panasonic S500, no remote, SCART cable, 1800 grams, shelf 8, which is where it came from. I've picked it already. So that's going to go in a bag, probably half a bin bag. I've got these, well, they're not bin bags really, they're rubble sacks. Really thick PVC black, and it's just a matter of cutting them to the length, and then they're a tube, and you just put it in, wrap it round, tape it up. It doesn't really need that protection, but it's a bit squashy, and I've written all over it. So for sort of image's sake, for appearances, that's what I'll do. And it won't take more than about 5 minutes anyway. So that's all of today's sales. No, all of today's dispatches. As I said to you, I didn't pick anything up this week. So, plans for this week. Listing, obviously. I've still got loads of stuff to list. Yeah. I've got a bag here I just reminded myself about with the Lego that I showed you last week. And I haven't done anything with except for the other one that I sold. So I've got to make these up, and I've got 2 other Lego kits that need like making up and photography, and I think I'll do the wooden train sets as well. I need more space for that, so it's a matter of clearing up the guff that's on this table as well. Well, I say table, it's a unit that's fitted to the wall. Yeah, I did test stuff yesterday while I was not at the car boot. Some DVD recorders, Blu-ray players, and a couple of games. I've decided to keep the 50-cent Blood on the Sand game myself for the moment. I was originally going to list it for £23, but the prices are spiralling up for that one. So hopefully it'll be one of these Xbox 360 games that are to the moon. Part of my investment strategy on video games, as well as collecting them and playing them. There again, I've looked at it, and it's not the sort of game I would play over and over, you know, for a evening's entertainment, you know. If it was, then fair enough. But like, for instance, I played Simpsons Hit and Run for a few hours last night. It was great fun. And yeah, I'm into the 3rd level, and it's great, and it's something that I can actually play and beat, and great, you know what I mean? PS2 level player me. Right, I'll say goodbye, and I'll say thanks for watching. Have a look at this video if you're interested, and if you're not interested, fair enough, but make sure you hit one of those things at the bottom. Doesn't matter which one, any one of them. The red one's nice. The thumbs up's nice. I'm not sure whether they put a thumbs down anymore, but I haven't had one of those in ages. Not that I want one. See you later.